what else I've been thinking about lately? Just like language in general is just so fascinating. How like without language, okay, so you invent language, oral language, so you can talk to each other, communicate, cooperate. But not only that,
Mhm.
when you have children, you can speak to them about your childhood and your past and the past of your people and of your culture, and then they grow up with that knowledge in them, and then they have their own experiences, right? So they have that knowledge, they have their own experiences, right? And then they have kids, and then they take all of that and they clink it onto here when they tell their kid, and then their kid has their experiences and then grows up, tells that. So then like this chain of like this an oral history that gets passed on. And so like so the human, it's almost like they say like, oh, mushrooms gave people, I think what mushrooms did is they kind of opened up the storage tanks in our brains, and we were able to like absorb knowledge a lot easier. And with this oral history, we started gaining like more and more knowledge throughout each generation, and each generation was gaining more and more knowledge, like collectively. Like they were getting each generation's experiences, and then like everything before, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you learn how to like write down language, and then you can like store it externally to where like you don't actually have to remember it. You can just look it up. You almost have, you have access to everything, all different experiences that aren't from your family or from like local. So then you have like different experiences you can pull from, and you can get multiple experiences from other people living at the same time. Uh, so that's even more knowledge you can gain. And then now we're in a digital space where it's like an infinite amount of knowledge. Would they say like there's like trillions and trillions and trillions of like videos and images and all kinds of shit and stories on the internet. Like every book that's ever been written, except for the ones in Alexandria,
Mhm.
RIP. And it's just like there's so much knowledge that like we just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So like so people are fucking around with it because like we're in the early stages of this new knowledge storage thing, and people are trying to figure out how to store it. Like we don't know how to process through all this like the fake shit yet. All the stuff that we
Mhm.
don't need. Now it's like we have too much of it and we don't know what to do
Yeah.
with it.